What's up, everybody? Can y'all hear me? Somebody give me a big yes. You can hear me. It's good to see everybody. Happy Labor Day weekend. Can you guys hear me? Hey, what's up? Okay, we're going to introduce real quick. Armando. What's up, Armando? What's up, Mr. Jeffrey? How you doing, buddy? Brad, how are you? Mr. Santos. How you doing, Mr. Santos? Thanks for joining. Far from Death Star. Star Wars Addict number 88. Justin. How you doing, Justin? Glad you guys can be with us. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Hey, Chris, how you doing, man? Pete, what's up, Pete? Dark Side Ray, that's hilarious. Hey, Scott, how you doing, buddy? Been meaning to talk to you. Robbie, how are you? See you, Robbie. Hey, Janine. Janine, we need to have you on soon. You and Scott can hop on one of these days, and we need to have you back on, talk some more. So, but I guess you guys can hear me, correct? Y'all hear me? Can somebody give me a yes or a thumbs up? Okay, cool. Thank you, Janine. Well, I hope everybody's having a great Saturday night. As you guys can tell, Gabe's not here. He's doing some family stuff and hanging out with his family, which is understandable. And I'm hanging out with my family, you guys. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this Labor Day weekend. And that's an understatement because there's been a lot of labor going on lately. So, but yeah, thanks for everybody reaching out and mentioning the Dark Side Instagram posts. It's just absolutely amazing where we're at this point in time. All the furniture and stuff is coming in, and it's just seeing it all come together. It's just absolutely. I'm enjoying sharing this with you guys, but I can't wait to share it with you in person. It's a really, really neat feeling. I'm going to tell you guys because y'all are my family, but the other night, I was up there at the Dark Side, and it was late, because I've had my electrician Steven. He's been helping me get all the track lighting and trying to make it look real studio inside the restaurant, and got the AC and everything blasting. So it was really nice. I just went up there on my own, and I was just looking around at all the props and all the finish out work and all the hard work that's gone into this thing, all the people that have put some blood, sweat, and tears in it. And I was thinking about my mom, and a lot of you guys know the struggles. It's been, a couple weeks ago was a year, and I just couldn't help but tear up. I almost want to tear up now talking to you guys, but this isn't going to be a mushy show, by the way. I just wanted to just let you know about what I'm experiencing right now in my life, which is absolute joy. I'm very grateful and thankful to God, and I know my mom's a life force looking down on me, and she's very proud. But of course, I wish I could be holding her hand and walking through there and showing her. But the day that comes, I'm going to tell you guys, we have a date. We are going to be opening up. It's going to be the weekend. We're opening up in January, so it's going to be within a week's of a few days. Past the 27th, we're going to figure out a weekend date, and I will let you guys know. But I can tell you that we are going to be opening the first of the year. That's where we're at. So those of you, I'm trying to meet everybody's schedules because obviously I want as many of you guys to be able to make it. If not, there'll be plenty of time for you guys to come and check it out. What's up, Izzy? But yeah, it's been a really, the other night sitting there, I was just looking around, and it's just hard to believe that we're here. We're this far along. I remember, on the show saying, you know what, I'm going to do it, and then we need to come up with and figure out a name. And it was going to be the Bernie Pizza deal, and Joseph says, hey, what about Dark Side? I'm like, what? I was already getting logos made and all that, and he comes up with Dark Side, and then Brian makes dioramas, and Jason Eaton together come up with this really kick-ass logo, and it's all this inspiration, and it's happening through the community, and it's what's been so cool. And hey, check these out. Little premature, but look, bullet bottle waters, Dark Side, Brick Oven Pizza Company. And look, you guys, I just got to tell you this. So it says a slice of the past. That's going to be our logo saying like Dark Side, Brick Oven Pizza Company, a slice of the past. But check this out in small print. I told a few of you guys in small print. Look at this. Look what it says. Please recycle me. I want to come back as a Star Wars action figure. Is that cool or what? I don't know how many people will ever notice that, but yeah, these are really good. These are real similar to the Smart Waters, and they taste just as good too. So nothing but the best at the Dark Side. So isn't that cool? So I hope all you guys are doing good, and it's awesome that y'all are hanging out with me tonight. When Gabe told me today, hey, I got to do this. Do you want to just hold off on the show? I was like, no, I was just thinking, I just want to hang out with you guys tonight. And here we are, man. It's awesome. So, okay. Hey, and real quick, a lot of you guys saw Jeff's post. So, Jeff, man, that feeling, and those of you guys that live in California or that don't live in California and had the chance to fly over and have been lucky to even get into to the ranch, or of course, you can get into the Presidio and walk around on Lucasfilm and see the Yoda fountain. There's just something, guys, and I know we talked about this when we had Lawrence Noble on, but there was just something about that when you saw the Yoda and it was the waterfalls and you went up there. And Jeff, for our short little conversation, I could tell that it was a good moment, right? That feeling. And some good news, I just found out that Lawrence has shipped out some stuff. He was kind enough to send some posters and stuff, but the My Yoda fountain is en route, and it should be here next Wednesday. So I can't wait. We got to secure that bad boy for security reasons, but I cannot wait to have that maybe as a destination, photo shoot for a lot of people out there. That's going to be really cool, the Yoda fountain. So, but Jeff, hope you had a good time there, man. That's really, really cool. Let's see. Daniel, I appreciate you reaching out. Okay, good. Personal stuff. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's like a certain emotional connection. It's kind of weird, but us true, people, the true fans understand what's up. I mean, there's just something about it. But Jeff, you were able to walk in there. It was around still the COVID where everyone was pretty paranoid. And when I went and opened that door, I could see the R2 and stuff, but they said that the showroom was closed, so we weren't able to just walk through the little lobby area. You can just imagine how many people walk in there. So, but I can tell y'all something. Y'all can come to my place, not only see the Yoda fountain, but y'all can see a lot more cool shit over there. Just saying, JS. So we have a new character last minute that we are putting in the Dark Side, and I can't wait to reveal it. And it is not Star Wars, and it's not Black Hole. So it's really, really cool. So, and thank you, Marcel. Congrats on everything that you've got going. Appreciate that. Yeah, this character, guys, it's really, really cool. And hey, I wanted to see if you guys can do something for me. So we've been trying to come up with logos. One of you guys came up with, and I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was, but some of these sayings, one of them was, actually, I think it was Brad Bishop. He came up with, we would be honored if you would join us. How many people out there you think would know that saying? However, when you see these waiters and stuff walking around, I want maybe 5 or 6 sayings on the shirt. So, of course, Denise came up with a slice of the past, which I love the nostalgia of that. And we would be honored if you would join us, and maybe having real small Darth Vader or something. I don't know, but you guys be thinking about that. Matt, what's going on, man? Thanks for every Saturday. I want you guys to know I don't care what's going on in life. Every single Saturday, I get a text from this guy to have a good show, and I love you, Matt. And don't think I don't know that. So thank you for that. You're a good dude, man. So anyway, so what's going on with everybody? Anybody have any questions for me? I know I'm going to be the one doing all the talking here, but a lot of things I wanted to talk to you guys about. So anybody have any specific questions? And hey, Pete, did you end up getting the Darksaber? What did you end up doing with that? Anybody have any really cool things that they wanted to mention that they got on order? Or yeah, you're good, Matt. You're awesome, buddy. Oh, Johnny, have fun with that, dude. School sucks. Okay, you did get it. Well, congrats, buddy. Man, everybody, you guys know how Pete is. I'm not throwing him under the bus for right now, but everybody knows how Pete is when it comes to the original trilogy, and I think that he's got a little thing going for. He ordered the dark saber. It's a badass piece. So I mean, these props are pretty cool, especially nowadays. So Star Wars, yes. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yes, Izzy, I did see the Falcon light up. Man, what a great job you've done on that. You did a fantastic job. Hopefully, we haven't talked, but we're definitely need to be moving forward on the Jabba background with the music and all the talking and whatnot. We got the smelter droid and Jabba up there at Darkside now. Looks really good. Yins and those guys did a fantastic job. Okay, Michael, what are you going to do? Pete's asking. Thanks for the question. Pete's asking, Michael, what are you going to do with the wall where the studio scale models used to be? It's a great question. So what my plan was, my master plan was, this is kind of funny, but I wanted to complete the original 12 figures of life size on that wall. So, for example, we got R2 and 3PO. We've got Vader, which is now at the dark side. So I got to, yeah. We've got Obi-Wan coming here. I'm replacing Obi-Wan in the gallery here. But I want to eventually, when they can finally get the sculpt right. But anyways, life-size characters are going up against there. I still wanted to figure out a way to do a screen, but the studio scale room, guys, is just fantastic. They'll be done taping and floating tomorrow. My goal is, since I'm going to try to stay home Monday, I'm going to have, it's not that big of a room, so my goal is to have it painted this weekend. So, and then the floors, AC, ready to start setting up models. So, no, Izzy, great job. Let's see here. I know there's been a lot of publicity, but what are the plans for commercials or social media for promotion? In regards to the dark side, like I had the San Antonio Current reach out and wanted to do another write-up. So I don't know. I mean, definitely we're going to do Instagram. We're going to put together a really nice web page, but I think just people coming in and, of course, giving their opinion on the not just how badass the place is, but how good the recipes are. That's when I think things are going to really start getting out there, because people go to these destination places a lot of times not even caring what the food tastes like, just to check it out. But what an experience to have both. A good experience because of just the cool shit, but the good food. And another thing I wanted to ask you guys. So when it comes to the merch, I really feel that when somebody comes there, it's going to be, when you leave there, you're going to want to leave with not just a good memory, but maybe whether it's a shirt or, maybe just pictures of your family with Yoda. I don't know. But I wanted to put together maybe some postcards. We're going to have our own wines there, the Dark Side wines, maybe some gift baskets, shirts and hats. But if anybody has an idea, I had somebody mention to me the possibility of maybe a small 12-inch pizza pan. You know what? I should know this. I just went blank on the name of the pizza boards, but with the Dark Side logo on there. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Not real sure how cool that would be, but sorry, the Death Star pick up in there. Yeah, I'm trying. I don't know which one though. Just an idea, everyone, for opening. Should sign a pizza box. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I definitely want to take a lot of photos of all of you guys that make it, and then we'll definitely have those on the wall. I have a certain area where we have like magazine write-ups and newspaper clippings and all that stuff that is going to be on this particular wall, and that would be awesome, Jeff. So yeah. Would you consider one of your greatest achievements opening this restaurant or doing something that you made happen, especially with things that you love? Far from. Thank you for saying that. So for those of you that aren't watching and just listening, would you consider this one of your greatest achievements? Absolutely. Not just financially, because this thing is several $1 million build. The architecture, I enjoy doing all that myself, but having something this, like when I've directed a couple of films out there, it's such a good feeling having something in your head, and whether you create it on paper as an artist like Marcel, or you create it in in real life as you can touchy feely and be able to give other people that experience is really, really cool. So it's not just one thing that I'm opening this thing, but just to give really feel good experiences with everybody. And that's what I'm hoping we get out of this thing, right? But that's a great question. Yeah, and Johnny, I agree 100%. Word of mouth, especially at the beginning, because I don't want to be bombarded anyways. Business it's definitely want to be doing the business, but I'm not in a hurry. I'm going to do this right. And as you guys well know, that's what I'm doing. I'm not rushing up the opening and whatnot. So, but hey, Sean, how you doing? Happy Friday, Michael. I just started the Agostini Falcon. Very cool. I have that as well, and I think it's the coolest model for the Falcon for sure. And I've been watching Jeff's build, and I can do certain things, but I'm going to tell you guys honestly, there's no way I can build that the Agostini Falcon. I just don't have that in me. So somebody built that for me and did a fantastic job. I love the collaboration on a lot of these models. There's a lot of artists out there that can build. And again, I can do certain things, but I mean, there's certain details that I'm just not good at, and I would rather somebody else do on that too. And I want to talk to you guys about studio models too. But good luck on that, Sean. I'm sure you'll do a fantastic job. Just take your time and working on a Bandai ATST. Very cool. So talking about the studio models, there's a file, I don't know if you guys heard that are into the models. I don't know if a lot of you know, but one of my Grail models to have in the collection is the Close Encounters model, the Mothership. And that thing, if you've seen it, it's massive. But somebody created a file for it, and I'm talking to a few people about that. Absolutely, actually today and yesterday. So, anyways. Oh, that's cool. Good, Jeff. Yeah, man, first of the year. Again, it's not going to be like January 1, obviously, but it's going to be within that week, and all you guys will know about it. So nice. That's nice. Left Coast Scrap. What's up, Left Coast? How you doing, man? Man, you need to catch up soon. The only words I know are badass. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, buddy. Very excited and happy for you and what you are doing. I will be saving up, Mike. That's awesome. So I can make a trip. Man, what a really good feeling it'll be to see you walking in the door, man. With Pete, Michael, are you ever? Thank you guys for the questions. Michael, are you ever? You will try to add a 5-foot Falcon to your collection. Is that your? It is, and yes. I like when I'm building my studio gallery, I am thinking in my head the calamari ships, which are almost 7 feet long. There's 2 of them, and the Falcon. And I don't have all of them, but I have a good collection of the models, as you guys know. And there's just a few that I really want to get my hands on. And the Falcon is a grail. It is Grail, but so is a lot of things like, Maximilian, the life-size Maximilian. I've talked to a few of you guys about it, and I don't know if you guys follow Michael McMaster. who's been on our show. I know a lot of you do, and maybe have seen the updates on the Maximilian, and it's incredible. He's, I'd say, probably 80% done with all of the printing, and then all the detail work goes into the sanding. I see he's been sanding as he goes, but I cannot wait to see that badass paint job. And I'm going to be making a trip actually to California next month when it's completed, to pick that thing up and drive it back. So maybe I can hook up with some new Californians that are close. So we can talk about that. So, but yeah, that's going to be really cool, right? Jeff. Also, so. Dude, Jeff, that's a good idea, man. I don't know about that. That's pretty cool. If I did, I'd like do them like at cost or something. But that's really cool that you even said that. Thank you. I don't know that anybody would want those, but maybe, I don't know. So, but yeah. So some of these models, um, there's a lot of stuff going on in the Star Wars community, and I'm gonna wait to really go over it. But it's really funny because for a big collector in the studio scale world or the model world, it's kind of fine line stuff starting to say studio world, studio scale, because everyone's getting all picky and pissed off because, oh, that's not studio scale or that is studio scale. Luckily, 90% of my stuff is actual studio scale stuff, but nobody truly knows. Nobody. I mean, Jason Eaton, super cool, badass dude who's been to the archives, has taken pictures, can build the shit, and it's scratch built stuff. A lot of these guys over in Europe and stuff that build these beautiful models, they're never going to be exact, never, and they're all bickering back and forth, and it's just a bunch of bullshit, and it's a joke. But I'm sorry, I'm going to get a little heated on that stuff. But there's a lot of people out there that are doing things. I'm not going to name names. MYC. And the guy does a great job. He's makes things affordable for the average person that couldn't afford it, or if he didn't do it, these people would never ever have these models. Period. So these other people, I get all the hard work and blood, sweat, tears that goes into it, and you're going to always have your customer clientele to these other guys that get bothered. And then you've got, Michael. I think Michael, keep doing what you do. I mean, you've been able to do what licensed people can't do, and I just, I just, can't we all just get along? No, but seriously, I think that, these models, it's just, I want to create a really, really kick-ass video because I did one a while back. It's got like 150,000 views, and I get all these, keyboard warriors, and a few of them are those ones I've been talking to you guys about. And I always tell people, look, I don't make myself out to be the most knowledgeable model maker or collector out there. I mean, I'm still learning, and there's guys like you guys that might not even have a studio scale model that knows more than me. That's badass. I don't care. I care. The collecting and being able to feely touchy and look at it, and then share some of this stuff with all you guys. That's what's cool to me. You know what I mean? So, man, I'm just rambling here. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see here. That's why I always say that you should say studio scale inspired instead of saying it's studio scale. Too much drama. Absolutely. It's 100%. Yeah. Different levels of everybody. That's what makes it great. That's exactly right. So. Oh man, thanks, Jeff. It's funny because the littlest things in life on the Star Wars, because everybody's got different levels, and just that feeling. A lot of you guys are going to relate to this. A lot of us don't do it as much as we used to because it's not quite as common because a lot of the department stores have gone away. But do you guys remember that feeling of going with mom or dad or with your friends or whatever, and going into the toy store and seeing that action figure, and saying, holy crap, it's that, you know, that one you're just looking for and it's not there. And you go back the next weekend, because we weren't all blessed to be able to go, you know, every day or whatever. So we, you know, the next weekend would come where when I went to the movies, I know I could go and hit all the little stores in the mall. But that sweet feeling of when you walk in and you see, like I remember seeing the Empire. I don't know why I'm thinking about this, but I remember going in the toy box and there was the snow trooper was in there, you know, the Empire Strikes Back, the Imperial Snow Trooper. And I just remember, wow, you know, getting that. And it was funny because when I got into high school, you know, I was nerdball. And um, when all my buddies and stuff, obviously none of them were into that stuff, but we still would hang out. And that's when you could ride in the bed of a truck. I don't know if y'all remember that. Nowadays you get thrown in jail, but my buddy had a Toyota pickup. We'd all ride in the bed of his truck and go to the mall. And as soon as we get there, everyone would go do their pizza, and then we'd go do something. I'd be like, hey guys, I'll be right back. And I'd hit Montgomery Ward's that was in there at the time, JC Penney's, you know, Toy Box. And then KB Toys had opened up in there. Across the street was Fun City Toys. And on the other side was Toys R Us. So I would just, and it was like, golly. So I always knew, you know, I had these little certain things that I did every weekend. I mean, and those are just the best memories ever. And nowadays it's just Walmart, Target, eBay, you know, and it's just, I'm sorry for those people that didn't have that really big experience that a lot of us had. But, you know, I know people like Johnny who got into it later in life because of his age, obviously. It's still good feeling. Kenobi, all you guys, you know, it's good feeling. And, you know, and it's the littlest things. The reason I even brought it up, it's because just finding that action figure is just, you know, important, you know. No, thank you, Robbie. Thanks for watching. Let's see. I have a lot of swag ideas. Dark side glasses are a must. Doing it. So yeah, for our bar, we are absolutely going to have a couple different. So yes, but I want to hear what you have to say about that, Left Coast, for damn sure. Um, yeah, exactly. Jeff, my parents could only afford maybe 3 or 4. The others that bought for me at garage sales, but loved it still finding them. Oh man, that's cool, Jeff. Dude, that's even more special. What the hell? That's awesome. Solo Fit, how are you, man? How you doing, buddy? Target, Walmart, they have no selection. If any, no, nothing. No, it's, and then they're, dude, what the hell? $25 for a figure. What is going on? You know, it's like, damn. So the only thing that's, I don't know, it seems like it's more of a money grab. I know that, you know, when Kenner was around, it was definitely about making money, but like the old automobiles, it's just the toys were just made so much better, you know. And somebody shared with me, I think it was Wizzy, Darth Wizzy, and he sent me this display of somebody's collection at home. I shared it with Lee, and he's like, you know, I prefer more, you know, he likes the studio look, and I get it. But that look that I showed, it was a pan. I don't know if you guys saw it. I can't remember. I'm sorry, the name, but it was a pan of all the 80s, you know, toys that were in the box and stuff. And it looked like the old, good old days toy stores, you know, that you just don't see anymore, you know. But hopefully, you know, toys will never die, because we all know that kids don't play with toys like they used to. So new figures, yeah. Oh, no kidding. Left Coast, $35. What the hell? Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, yeah, I understand what you're saying, Solo Fat. Do you guys remember when you were little that, and y'all had the proof of purchases, and that feeling of, you know, every day checking the mailbox and checking the mailbox, checking the mailbox, checking the mailbox, and then that one day you open it and you got that little square. I've got some right over here. Holy shit! I'm just thinking about it. It's badass, and just that feeling. Golly, man. Look at this. Look. Look. In the mail. In the mail. Isn't that crazy? This isn't me, but this is who I got it from. So one day, a long time ago, this guy got that. And that's so cool. The little figure was in here. But yeah, and then you open that up. I would be able to, because I was buying so many figures. I guess I can tell you all this because, I used to do something. I'm gonna confess, okay? I'm gonna confess to you guys. And I know my mom's listening right now, but at least I know she won't slap me in the face right now. But my mom used to work at a bar. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this. She didn't work at a bar. She owned a bar for 4 years. And she would always have tips. And back then, change, hardly anybody has change anymore. I never had cash on me. But my mom had these huge, like big, like pickle jars full of change. And I was telling y'all about every weekend I would go. So I would always, I know this is terrible. I'm the only child, okay? So didn't have a dad around. But I would sneak in my mom's room in her closet because I knew where she had her big change jar. And I would pour it out. And remember, 4 or 5 quarters, you got yourself an action figure. So it's not like I was, taking, 20 grand or something. But I used to take, it's funny. I'm doing a confession right now. But yeah, I took this change and I did it quite a bit. My cousin reminded me of it. And I would when I went to the mall, my mom would always give me, I remember very good. She would always give me $5. And the $5, I think I might have mentioned it early on in the shows, but $5 would cover popcorn, drink, movie ticket, and 1 action figure. And then in the other pocket, I had maybe, I don't know, $2 or $4 and quarters. And I'd come home with 4 or 5 action figures. Okay, so all right, I know I've just completely killed my image, but yeah, she never said anything because she for years was bringing change in that pickle jar and it never got to the top. I'm sure she was wondering what was going on. I'm sorry, I'm getting kind of weird on you guys. Oh yeah, so the Fed. I remember the Emperor. Yeah, that was one of them. God, you guys remember the very first melon? It was, and look. There's all these memories and fun talk with you guys. I remember, and nobody ever stops my conversation. It's great. But I remember going, like when I go to this certain steak restaurant, I get a few drinks in me, and I want to go by the apartments where I was 7 years old, where it all happened, and then I remember like the mailbox getting the Boba Fett mail in and just stupid stuff that to anybody else, like, oh, really, you do that? And I'm going to tell you what I did, guys. I did this this was about 5 weeks ago. Y'all are going to think I'm completely off my rocker. Denise was with me, and she knows that when we go over to this place called the Barn Door, it's an awesome spin around. My mom used to take me there when I was little. It's got a meat market in there, a really nice steak restaurant. And I had a couple margaritas and maybe like 4. And I'm like, babe, can we go over? She knew what I was talking about, the apartments. And we're driving over to the apartments, and it's kind of ghetto now. So we're in the Ferrari and get out and walking down these paths. And I'm just remembering when I'm a kid and I kept walking. I'd always walk by where my apartment complex, where my mom and me lived. And I remember my mama carrying me up those stairs, guys. I remember, I was young enough to where I remember her being asleep but kind of awake and being on her shoulders as she carried me up to the top. And so me and Denise were there, and I was showing her where the pool area was and just some old memory, stupid stuff. And when I was leaving, there was a lady walking up those stairs, and she looked like she was a nurse. And I'm like, keep in mind I'm a little tipsy. I'm like, hey, how you doing? And she's like, I'm good. How are you? And I'm like, well, she's actually like real like outgoing. She's like, kind of like, who are you? And I was like, I just wanted to let you know, I used to live is that your apartment right there? And she's like, yeah. I said, I used to live in there when I was 7 years old. I'm 53 years old. When I was 7, me and my mom lived there. She's like, oh. And I go, I know this is going to be real weird. And Denise is already saying, Michael. I go, you mind if I come in just for a second, just to like look in there, the house that built you, kind of thing, what I'm thinking. And in a perfect world, she's going to be like, absolutely, come on up. But she's like, No, absolutely not. I'm like, I'm sorry I even asked, but I know that was kind of, nowadays you can't really be doing stuff like that. But you guys know me, and hell, I don't care what that interior of her apartment, because then after she kind of started realizing that my wife is all apologizing. I'm sorry, he doesn't know, but um, yeah. So I was just like, I'm sorry, but you guys, I wouldn't have cared how messy. When I walked in that place, I don't care, blood stains on the walls. I would have just remembered when I was 7 years old, and you know, I would it would all come back to me, But yeah, I know I'm kind of dumb about that stuff. Sorry, that's one of my weird stories, and that just recently happened. But I can assure you guys, I'm not going to ask uh, any more about going in there. But like my old house that I grew up in high school and wanting to buy it for some stupid reason, just because it was my house when I was little. I always keep an eye to see if it's for sale, and it never is. And I went actually to them and asked them the same thing. They didn't speak English, and I'm like, "Hey, I used to live here." They're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, yeah." I'm like, "Hey, can I come in?" And, "Oh, no, 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 no." Yeah, but I'm like, "Okay, okay, no problem." But yeah, you guys understand, right? Tell me y'all understand. I'm not like off my rocker, maybe a little bit. And I know my mom would be like, "Get over it. What are you doing? Don't be doing shit. That's dumb." But it's just these the stupidest, littlest, most gentle, kindest things in life that are free and don't cost a freaking dollar. Excuse me, is your memory and your mind of the greatest things that matter in life. And it was those things. And I hope that you guys have those stories and there's just God, guys, I'm just kind of getting overwhelmed here. Okay, so let's see what Left Coast says here. I remember going to buy smokes for my parents. Holy shit, dude. Me too. And do you remember my mom would have to write a little note that's for and my mom would sign her signature, and I would go get cigarettes for my mom. That's so cool. See what I mean? That's awesome. Okay. So smokes for my parents with $5 and get to keep, yes, and maybe buy Star Wars bubblegum cards or whatever. Oh, that's so cool. Great story, Left Coast. Thanks for sharing. Far From, that's when you know you watch too many movies, when you think that's going to happen. Nobody will, I would ask the same thing, though. Yeah. You know what, Far From, it sucks, and it depends on where you're at. And, it just, come on, let me in. But yeah, it's just in the movies. You're right. But, somebody, I would let them in, but it's me, right? And I'm not in that situation. And hell, who knows who I could be, right? So, Chris Elliott says, I drive by my childhood home every once in a while. You're sentimental. Of course you are, Chris. It's a great feeling. And it was so weird. You just remember riding your bicycle, just the really cool things. Man, what fun conversation. Um, yes. Those memories. Yes. Yeah, that's the best collection you can have, Chris. That's the best collection you can have. Pack of smokes, about 25. That's funny. I remember when gas was about 15. Oh, yeah. We don't need to go there. Yeah, maybe less. Very, very cool. So am I like off my rocker, guys, or what? And thanks for on the Saturday listening to my boring conversations about that stuff. But I'm hoping that sparks good memories with you guys. So best tasting water I've ever had in my life. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, so I don't know what you guys have planned this Sunday and Monday, but I'm gonna try to just relax here and work on the studio gallery and just listen to some old Don Williams. That's right, country Don Williams, and relax. Okay, let's see. Johnny, you got one. What's that? Johnny says, I remember a Blockbuster nearby before they took it away. LOL, does that count? It does count. It absolutely. Blockbuster Video counts. That was, you know, absolutely. I remember I actually worked at a Blockbuster Video in California. So, no, I hope Izzy's watching Left Coast. No new jumbo mini rigs. Are you listening, Izzy? Yeah, we're still waiting on. I guess Izzy's um, mini rig printer is broke now, but hopefully soon we'll have that thing in the works. Just waiting on him. I know I'm not the only one in his list of things to get done. So uh, that's exact. Make it a blockbuster night. That's right. Mike, first left to Cali. Were you scared? Great question, Johnny. A very good question. I was scared off my ass. I was so scared. I had a good friend of mine, Anthony Freeman. My mom wanted to go with me up there just to take the move. But yeah, it was just here, you can say hello to people and not get looked at funny. And when I moved to California, it's not quite the same. So it was very scary moving and going from, San Antonio to Los Angeles, and there, and yeah, that was very scary. End up, meeting some really cool people and um, unbelievable experiences in a very short amount of time that I lived there. So, Solo Fit says, I used to get all the movie posters from the, oh, very cool, from the Power video. I don't know if that was a big chain. I've never heard of that one, Solo Fit. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's cool. Do you still have those? Need some, oh, badass. Scale Dark Side Pizza. Yes. Man, what are you telling me right now? Left Coast. What are you telling me, man? Do you got some? Look, you need to whatever's going through your mind right now. Keep it going and write it down. And we need to talk because I'll make sure I'm not getting over here. Um, oh, do you have some? That's really cool. Good for you. Very very cool. Hey, have you guys seen? I called this guy out. I don't know who he is. Um, I don't know if Armando might know. Far from might know, but he's creating the custom action figures, and he did a really good job doing a 3PO, and it was um, the McQuarrie 3PO, and it looked just like the original action figure. So he had it coated, and I don't know how he did it, but they were beautiful. And dealing with that guy, no comment. But incredible workmanship. So, but I don't know if you guys know that. If anyone ever had that figure, I would love to buy one of those figures. I tried to pay that guy, and he just, anyways, wasn't a good deal. But he does really good work on that little McQuarrie 3PO. I don't know if you guys have seen it, little action figure. That'd have been really cool if Hasbro had come out with something like that. So, but um, anybody have any other questions for me? Man, we're already 45 minutes in. That's incredible. Incredible. Yeah, I've been looking around here in the gallery and trying to decide some of the change ups that I'm going to make in here. I'm going to keep, a lot of the same setup, but I am going to change certain things. I'm going to keep the same. Some lights here. I'm going to keep. I'll move this over a little bit. Just kind of change it up. So all the vintage. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that's behind me. I'm gonna do a little bit of change up on that stuff. I'm trying to keep things as, um, you know, within the same area, like all the vintage Kenner and whatnot. So we'll see. Let's see here. Get my thing settled right here. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Oh, Left Coast. You had to bring that one up. Okay. Ahsoka talk. Everybody else, so now all these other damn channels are mentioning Ahsoka, so why don't I? So all in all of you guys are watching, all of you guys that are keyboard in, I want to just to, did you like, are you liking Ahsoka? Yes, or are you liking it not? So yes or no? Do you like Ahsoka? So because I'm thinking in my head right now, Ahsoka is, it's kind of entertaining. I like. We didn't talk about this, Gabe and I, but I had some questions. Okay, so when I first was watching Ahsoka for the first time, I'm like, oh, here we go, all women. I'm not going to get into that, but I was liking the characters. I was really getting into the characters. Everything I was noticing, like a lot of you guys do, you'll watch it a second time and you'll be like, huh, and then you notice shit that, oh shit, I didn't even notice that last time, so you'll watch it again. But one thing that I noticed is it has a lot of, like in the corridors, the rebels. Keep in mind, the rebels just kicked the Empire's ass, right? Kicked their ass. And so now you're on the ships, the rebel ships and everything. All their ships are like brand new. Do they take all the Empire's money and get all new shit? But everything's real Star Trek-y new looking. So that's one thing, that it's not that old, banged up, weathered George Lucas old shit. You know what I'm saying? Almost like even when you watch Solo and saw the brand new Falcon, it just was still too new looking. But so a question is, did I'm watching this, and the Sabine character, really cute with her long. I like when her hair was long. And seeing her getting into her deal, and she was fighting, and at the end you see that saber go in her, and I'm like, oh shit. I mean, I'm actually kind of in it. I'm like, oh no, you know. And then the next show comes on, and she's laying in bed, healing. I mean, the last time I would see a lightsaber go, and then where it goes in her at, I mean, for all you younger guys like Johnny, I mean, dude, is Qui-Gon just a puss and not have the Force strong with him? Because he died, you know. She's still living. So I know a lot of you guys are going to have a reason why she lived, and I'm waiting to hear it. That's fine. But just little things like that. So, if they would have like got her in her arm or something, you know what I mean, and cut her, but so those, I know I'm being that, but this, and also knowing that guy, that that dark guy, the dark side guy, his character, it's pretty cool. And I don't know that guy as an actor, but he's a cool dude. And knowing that he passed away sucks. Just goes to show how precious life is, and good for him to be able to play a role that I think he does a really good job at so far, what I've seen. I'm going to see the feedback that you guys are saying. So, okay, Chris says it's not very good. Solo Fett says starts to use the Force. Oh yeah, you were waiting to watch the Force thing with the cup, all that stuff. I don't know. Anyway, so this is a Disney Star Wars. You can't. I know. Oh yeah, it's Disney Star Wars. You can't die. I understand. And you can't sell toys. That's pretty good. Traveling the world. What's up, man? Thanks for hopping in. Who is Ahsoka? Pete, you'll find out when they come out with their badass lightsaber. Oh, that was good. That was good. Um, okay. Traveling the world. Thank you so very much for that comment. That means it's not true, but you're awesome. Far from Disney makes lightsabers. Disney makes nothing anymore. Just lightsabers in general. Oh, somebody's a little bothered. Yeah, Ray Stevenson. Thanks for that, Left Coast. Um, Ahsoka is a hollow egg. Whoa. Tired of people not dying. A little bit more violence, huh? Okay, I'm good. That's all right. Um, um, Jeff, you ain't scared. You love it. Why? No, I'm just kidding. I actually like, if it when it comes on next week. I'm definitely there. I do get kind of like, it just ended. But now I know why everybody's talking about Ahsoka and that tilt in her head. That is a little annoying, but she's super cool. Um, and it's kind of weird how they're waiting on the Thrawn guy. Thrawn, by the way, I have no idea who he is. what he's about because I haven't watched the cartoons, and it's just hard to see that. But anyway, sorry. Um, Way better than Kenobi and Fett. I love Sabine's house. I thought that was really cool, and I love this ship. I love that ship, and I'm wondering that warrior dude with the red helmet, the bad guy that was fighting Ahsoka and jumped on that ship. Who do you think that is? You think that hat's going to come off and it's someone like, holy shit, that's him the whole time? Um, I don't know. Um, let's see. Daniel, you do love it. Phony is George Lucas real? Don't you guys wonder what George Lucas thinks? Yeah, okay. Um, love it. Phony is George Lucas, okay. Far from I watch it's entertaining, but now I see it a lot of flaws. It's okay, I guess. Okay, Left Coast. He is still a rookie filmmaker. Yes, he is, and I know he cares for the fans, and I know he respects Lucas. That I know. Um, that says not a lightsaber stabbing. Let's see. Thrawn is straight badass. Think of Tarkin. I never thought then Gabe would be like, "What? Blasphemy!" But I don't think Tarkin was that. You know. Anyway, let's see here. Okay, but as an actor, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't want anybody other than that guy that played the role. Badass Peter Cushing's a man. Let's see. Contact love the OT, but need new ideas. Yeah, I have a theory. I made a video. Really, Left Coast made a theory. Okay, nice. Um, Star Killer. It's the mask. That's funny. I'm enjoying it though. Good. Far from. Are you going to do a separate grand opening to Dark Side for the community and public? Yes. Yes. Left Coast. You like that stuff on Left Coast? Okay, cool. Oh, very cool. That he's playing Star Killer. Huh. Very cool. Very cool. So yeah, I mean, you know what? I think a lot of people, a lot of us OG guys worry about and gals worry about. I think we well, I can tell you me. I get concerned that maybe um, uh, you start losing the originality of what you saw in Star Wars, and that's me. Okay, when I watch Ahsoka and all these other things, I keep them. I know it's weirdo shit, but I keep it completely 100% separate from the OG shit. It just like the Boba Fett thing. You know what I mean? There's no way that's Boba Fett. Um, uh, the Force Awakens and whatever the name I can't remember, Last Jedi, all that stuff. None of that exists in my nerdy ball geeky way. It doesn't exist. Um, Luke didn't suck a tit and get pissed off and whine and cry like a little baby. He was a badass. He killed. He was responsible for, ending the empire, and he was just one badass guy. And then two guys sat down to have a cup of coffee and ruined the whole shit. But other than that, I think watching the new things just to keep it separate. But to me, like Boba Fett, I did like how they wrote it in a comic book, even though I never read comic books. I liked them though, and I collected them. But I liked the fact that Boba Fett lived. He flew out of the Sarlacc because I don't know if it was the budget, and I know there was some weird shit going on in Jedi, but they definitely killed off Boba Fett, and that was just too easy. Boba Fett, where? No, it didn't end like that. So when I heard he flew out of the Sarlacc, yeah, that was cool. And it would have been so damn easy to continue that in Boba Fett. But instead, they had to. I think they spend more time trying to put these things together to match with Mandalorian and the timelines and time frames, and it fucks it all up. Excuse my language, sorry. So I say to all you guys out there um, that are crucial against the Star Wars things, just watch them open mindedly, because I think Andor is cool, especially if you could watch it consistently. Um, but I think Ahsoka. I mean, it's something to watch. But I'm not like, I cannot wait like Yellowstone. I can't wait, or when The Sopranos was on, I can't wait till the next episode. But even Cobra Kai. But I don't know. I just just they've got to keep doing something. It's a Star Wars franchise that they're not going to let go away. So they're going to come out with good ones, and if they could just keep political shit out of it, and just make these movies for the fans and not care about what anybody thinks on all this other crap. So I'm getting off here. Indiana Jones is already on Apple TV. What a shame. Oh, is it really? No kidding. I have that. Do you have to pay for it, or you can watch it if you have Apple? Can you watch it? Because I have that. I'll watch it tomorrow. I only saw it in the movies once. Um, yeah, exactly. Jeff had to screw up our thoughts on the new character. Love the OT character alone. Yeah, yeah. So Boba Fett, right, Jeff? He got out of the Starlight Pit, and he went and got in his slave one and flew off and just continued doing bounties and whatever weird shit. You know what I mean? So anyway, far from thing that bothers me the most is that they keep making the OT less meaningful, but I'll just keep it at that. I understand what you're saying, but it will be more fun kept away from anything that happened. The OT. They do need to keep that. Yeah, don't try to put shit together. Don't try to keep it completely separate, and I think you'll keep the original fans happy. So, but for me, every once in a while, I don't know about all you guys, but and gals, I sleep with the TV on all night. I'm one of those that I could never go, like when we go to a cabin somewhere and they're like, no TV and stuff. Well, so screw that shit. I need a TV. So I go to bed every night, usually with Andy Griffith or something, but I'll go to the Disney or whatever, and I'll click on A New Hope, and before the credits roll out, I'm already asleep. So, but I got to have that in the background all the time. So, um, I agree, Jeff. It's hard to screw up thoughts characters and OT characters alone. Let's see. Okay, we said that. Mike, where you think Yoda or Obi-Wan are from? I think Yoda or Obi-Wan. What do you? I don't understand that question. Let's see. Left Coast. Oh, okay. Pay. Okay. I'm still waiting. Well, so I saw that too. Let's see. I am still waiting for Obi-Wan's tells Leia about the Left Coast. That's funny. Ewoks will make this show way better. Mm-hmm. Chris. It's kind of funny. When I was a kid and the Ewoks came out, I know it was different for Gabe because he was yet way younger. But at my age, when Star Wars: The Return of the Jedi came out, I did not like the Ewoks at all. I couldn't. But now I do. I think they're really cool. I actually want a really legit Wicket someday. Um, yeah, Solo Fett. Me too, buddy. Um, Let's be idea where they're from. Johnny, are you getting deep in conversation here or what? Okay, Silifet, I snore, so my wife kicks me out half the time. That's hilarious. So you know what, dude? I snore too, buddy. So that's okay. And Denise is gonna kill me, but she's starting to snore now. So then she didn't try, she did. She filmed me snoring. And I was so pissed. I hate knowing that that's me. That's not me. Tell me that's not me. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, Pete, do you sleep with the TV on? Yeah, Pete, you say you never liked the. Man, I need a glass of wine, guys, gals. Uh, he could lose money with Star Wars. I think you're right, Chris. Wow, only Disney could lose money with Star Wars. Yeah, isn't that unbelievable? And I know it's easy for me to say this because I'm just one of the people in the millions that have an opinion. But there's a few of them that are respected that work in the industry that could really do some really kick-ass stuff with Star Wars. And I don't know. I don't know. So, anyways, don't you hate that solo fat man? Hearing the snoring, dude, it's like, God dang. But you think it's a weight thing. I've been riding my bike every night because Lee called me fat. He said, "Hey, I saw your video," and straight up told me I'm fat. Not like I don't already know that I put on some pounds, but he just thought being a friend, he would let me know that you look awful. Okay, cool. Thank you. Kelvin, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, Kelvin. We're just hanging out, man. Thanks for hanging out with us this weekend. So good to see you, buddy. So if I'll leave first. Yeah, so hey, listen, that's funny. I wish Denise was here right now because that's exactly what she does. So she like tries to hurry and fall asleep before me, and then she's good to go. And the weirdest thing is like if I come in, like if she's asleep after the show, I'll come down the hall super quiet. You know what I mean? And I'm like taking my shoes off. Remember, she sleeps through my snoring, and I can take my shoe off and I tippy toe and her eyes open. Hey, and I'm like, what the hell? I just don't understand that part. It's really, really strange. So this is a fun night with you guys. Y'all are awesome. That's hilarious. Chris, you say that you're 50 and that is you tired. Yeah, for sure. And you're 100%. You're 100%. And it's so funny when you hear about Lucas and you hear all these stories about what he really feels. I think he gets bothered sometimes with. He definitely has respect for us, but I know on another level he has always seen Star Wars as a kids movie. But what I think I wanted him to know, and I know he does, is that it was the kids that followed into Empire that started finding themselves as teenagers, and then by the time Return of the Jedi came out, they were a lot older, and that's why they took things a lot serious because it was we had uh, Christensen on a couple weeks back, and he had said that Empire was Lucas's worst movie, and that kind of shocked me a little bit. I don't know if y'all remember hearing that, but it kind of shocked me because um, he had one of the best directors of all time, one of the best writers at the time, and uh, and the money that he needed to spend to make that movie. So I don't understand how that could have been his worst, but anyways, I don't know. But that, you know, I didn't like the mushy stuff in Empire. I didn't, really care for that it was like when it was Yoda and then it went to Han and Leia. It was like, oh, boring. Then it went back to cool shit. But anyways, still Star Wars New Hope is my movie. And I can see why Gabe, Return of the Jedi is his. And I get all that. That's all our age and growing up. And Johnny, your Last Jedi guy, I'm sure, but I'm just saying. Far from if you had to choose a character to love more than anything out of, oh, who would it be? Dude, are you kidding with me, Far From? I'm not even going to answer that. Superbug. This is my first time chatting. Thought you had to pay a super just one. Man, thank you so much for saying that, Supermug, and those are very kind words. Yeah, you need to hop on more often. This is always a good time. This is not a drama show. This is all about just hanging out and talking Star Wars or really kick-ass collections or coming together with great ideas for people that want to do some cool stuff or having some really really good industry guests on here, which we've been really blessed with. So Um, Pete, oh, you like the Ewoks? Okay. Okay. Maybe it's my glasses here. Let's see here. But thanks for chiming in and hanging out with us. Lucas has to feel some guilt of selling. I think he might, Johnny. That's a good one. Yeah, maybe so. Okay. Thanks, Jeff, for hanging out, man, and all the questions and let's catch up on the phone soon, okay, buddy? Um, and God bless you, bro. The sharing the stuff about your dad stuff. That's awesome. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, not worried about it, Armando. I know where I'm at, and damn, I do need to lose some weight. Um, I wish Netflix purchased Star Wars. They would way better job. You know what, Silver Fit? I mean, Cobra Kai. Um, yeah, the Stranger Things. 100%, dude. I mean, 100%. That's crazy. Yeah, it's really good that you said that. Okay, Revenge of the Sith. Okay, I know we've had talks about it, but smoking cigars and stuff. Okay, Netflix made. Yeah, yeah, they have. That's true. So, um, let's see. Ahsoka is the new Book of Boba. Really? Um, well, you don't like it, huh? Yeah, I just Ahsoka. You know what? I can't believe all the Instagram. You a lot of people are really big time Ahsoka fans, and I wonder how that's gonna be after this ends. So I don't know. I don't know about what to think about that. So, but yeah. So I'm really looking forward to sharing with you guys the new setup in the studio room for you guys and gals that are interested in that stuff. I'm going to be really going into details of a lot of these things, and we're going to be moving the medical frigate in there hopefully within the next week and a half to 2 weeks. And I'm looking forward to getting it off that damn stand and having it floating on the wall. That's going to be really, really cool. So, oh, Johnny, that's a good question, man. I would love to see a Battlestar Galactica movie. I mean, it would be really good. I think, look, they did the Battlestar, the other stuff, the TV series, but if they could recreate like they've done in a lot of movies, I know they're supposed to be doing the Fall Guy. I haven't heard anything lately, but like if they like the Black Hole, I think I mentioned it last weekend. If they did the Black Hole, that would be really cool. And see like a don't change him up too much, but a Maximilian, man, that thing I cannot wait to see that set up in the house. A Maximilian is just for those of you that I mean, Maximilian's badass. He doesn't even talk. He's just I can't believe it. He's got a lot of arms. I've learned a lot about him. So, but so yes, I would. So, Michael, what's the number one item in your perhaps just at the moment or of all time? Super Mug, you're asking a really hard question. I've been asked that multiple times. Right, there's some reasons, and I don't want to. If you watch some of my Star Killer videos, you'll find out. But um, one of my the most closest to my heart are going to be my original action figures, my those which I have in a very nice case, and then right above me, it's a personal thing, but you'll see the right above my head. I've got a C-3PO necklace, and I've got video of my mom talking about it. She gave me that for one Easter, and that's like one of the most emotional things in my whole collection. Um, But me and Gabe talk about it here. Like, if there was a fire, what would you do? In this case, I would just sit in here and burn with it. I don't know what else to say. I just, there's just a lot of special things, through the years. Um, There's some Grail pieces for sure, but um, yeah. So I'm sorry if I didn't have it. Maybe I answered that question a little bit, but I do have a lot of favorites. Like Denise, and I love my life size Chewbacca. He's really really cool. Um, I did take a few things that were pretty personal, like my Yoda and my Bespin Luke. Those were very personal to me, and they're at the dark side. And you know what? I'm not posting pictures. So that being said, um, if you're looking at your screen, I will show you a picture of the dark side. This picture was taken 2 days ago, and um, y'all take a little look in there and see if y'all are looking at your monitor right now. Um, you can see some really cool things that are happening in there. You can see it's real studio looking, and we've got some really really cool characters being set up in there. But again, I'm not posting these, so I'm just showing you guys. So I'm trying to get it. Here we go. This is a little bit better with Luke and stuff. But just fantastic, fantastic stuff. Um, yeah, moving on. Thanks for the question, Supermug. Armando, I overheard. Wait. What did you say? I overheard a Pac-Man video game, and Pac-Man's going in there. Galaga and Pac-Man's going in there. It'll be. You show up, you can go play Pac-Man. Still trying to figure out which Pac-Man. Um, thank you, Janine. I love you. Thank you so much, Chris. I remember seeing the Black Hole and the Twin Lakes Mall. Wow, badass. Silhouette, really cool. Yes, dude, that's huge. Yes. Wow, that's fantastic. Thank you. So cool. Thanks, Janine. What else? What else? Man, I'm willing to hang out with you guys. Anybody have any other questions right now? I'm trying to think of some things that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, as soon as I get that date ironed out, I will definitely be letting you guys know. Obviously, we're 4 months out, so I know it seems like a long time, but it's not. Trust me, it'll be here before you know it. But I will make sure, and this is going to be invitation only. So you guys know how to get a hold of me, and look forward to letting you guys know who's going to be there attending, and it's going to be an all-out really fun time. So Rust and Bolts, thanks for chiming in, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. You know what? Star Wars arcade game, I personally love that, but I only have room for two. And for the OG video games and people and the nostalgia and what'll keep them coming back, and that doesn't break down. Well, I'm not going to say they're not going to break down, but the Pac-Man and Galaga are the two. There are some out there games that you can play multiple games. Some of them you can have like 100 different games, Dig Dug and Excite Bike and all the games that us OG people remember. The thing is, though, is I didn't really care to charge for it, but I am going to have a where it's a quarter or whatever, just because I don't want somebody coming over there and hogging it up where other people can't play. You know what I mean? So, because there's only two games. So, for now, that's all there's going to be. So, I'm still learning about that. But hopefully, I mean, within the next month and a half, that's just one more thing that I got to scratch on my list. So, um, but thanks for the question. Let's see. Dude, I love pinball solo fet. I really I've been struggling with that. If I should just do maybe one, because I could get away with a pinball machine. I can get away with it. Um, and I lived in California, and when I was working for Landmark Entertainment Group, I was lived by myself, and I didn't really have friends. So during my lunch break, I would go like it was right across from the Chinese theater. There was a little pizza joint there, and I'm sure it's still there today. But I would go in there and get a slice of pizza, and I would play that pinball. I would, if I knew what that game pinball, I would buy it right now because I was 20 years old, and it was just good memories, and it made me happy. Lots of pepper on my slice of pizza, Dr. Pepper. Boom, pinball. Can't beat it. No, far from. We are not doing karaoke, brother. I'm sorry, it ain't happening. Not happening. Now, will we have some people there? Yes. Not karaoke, though, brother. Sorry. Jackson, what does that mean, big cat? Sorry, I don't know what that means. Oh, the game. Duh. I'm sorry. My bad. Sorry. Let me know when the eagle lands, right? Episode 1 has a video. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I think Pac-Man and Galaga. Should it be Miss Pac-Man or should it be just Pac-Man? I'm not real sure what's up with that. So, yeah, I don't know. But I'll let you guys know for sure. Hey, I don't know if you guys haven't already that aren't on my Instagram. Did you guys see my ET video? Have y'all all seen that? If you haven't, let me know because I would love to. Timmy, 1980 Timmy just chimed in. Good to see you, Timmy. Wanted to show you guys something. Hang on. Have y'all seen it? That pizza place is. Oh, no kidding. Far from. Michael, that's what it was called back. I don't remember, but yeah. So like, if I'm at the Chinese theater and I walk out, and across the street, I think it's now Jimmy Kimmel, dude. So if you walk out of Jimmy Kimmel to the right, a couple little bit down that way is where it was. Might have been a block over if I can't remember, but that's really cool that you said that. Okay, hang on a second. Let's see. Hang on. I'll just show y'all something. This is pretty funny for those of you who haven't seen this. Let's see if I can find it here. Bear with me. I'm sorry to. Hang on. Okay, I think we got it. All right, guys. If you've seen it, well, you can just watch it again or turn your head. But this is a video. We were just playing around, but we're going to do some really, really cool stuff, and you guys will see it soon. But here, let me show you all this.
It's okay, E.T. You're home now. Come on. Wait till you taste the pizza. Good.
What did y'all think? If y'all haven't seen that, is that fun? We had a really good time doing that. Thank you, Super Mug. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Thank you for saying that, Janine. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, I actually got goosebumps too, Super Mug. It was funny because, and now that thing is being displayed beautifully with, well, you'll see. But I just wanted, the funny story behind that is it had no brakes, and it was a relative of Yen's. And I'm like, hey, you know how to ride bikes? He's like, yes. He was really super cool kid. And me and Jens were like, hey, you want to shoot a quick video? And He's like, yeah. And I go, you know how to ride a bike? He's like, yes. Okay. Do you know how to ride a bike with no brakes? Because this has 0 brakes on it. Because I didn't ever get them all tied up and stuff. It's original. It's a Kuahara and everything. But yeah, so when he comes, he's sliding with his feet and everything, and it was kind of rust, so we weren't able to really put together. So I came up with this thing, and I thought it was awesome. And I'm like, okay, just say, wait till you taste the pizza, and this voiceover just killed it. He was a real adventure kid, and wait till you taste the pizza, and then you hear good. It was just perfect, you know. But again, our sign wasn't up, so we're going to do some amazing drone footage of this place when we open, and you wait till you guys see it. It's going to be really fun. But I had a good time doing that, and it's fun stuff. It's fun. So yeah, Rustin Bolts. The guy Trevor, he's from California, and he does really really good work. He's going to be doing quite a bit of things for me. So, but does anybody have any questions about the gallery, or I would love to take you guys down and show you the studio room where it's at right now. I'm just afraid I might lose signal, and I don't want to lose you guys. So, but we will definitely be doing uh, videos in there too, and we are setting up a podcast setup at the dark side. So Saturday nights, we're going to be slammed, and I'm going to be doing lives at dark side. So you'll see all the patrons in the background, and it's going to be a good time. So, uh, yes. Yeah. Anyways, so, but yeah, guys, I don't know what you guys have planned for this great weekend. Um, I want so bad to talk to you guys about this new character that we're going to have at Dark Side, but I want to surprise a lot of you guys, so you'll just have to see it. But finding the outfit has been a super, super tough challenge. Um, I'm waiting to hear back, and if so, we're gonna make it happen. Y'all want to guess what it is? Hmm. Anyone want to guess what this crazy cool? I can give y'all some hints. I'm gonna ruin this deal. I know it. It's OG and a really cool character. That's all I can say. But yeah, sorry that wasn't too much. But let's see here. Yes, Armando. Yeah, somebody just said that. Quint, very good guess. But no, but that was in the cards. But I just wasn't confident on what Howard did. But this is a piece from Howard. But there's just too much on that. So okay, sorry, Superbugs. Sorry to bombard you tonight with these questions and comments. No, you're good, man. 100%. Michael, this is my last question. Okay, sounds good. Have you ever managed stored your collection over? Wait. Okay, wait a minute. Well, that's not a bad question. I've never been asked that before, but I don't quite understand like how I've managed. So I have a gallery, and when I get the stuff, I just simply set things up in the gallery or in the house. I've got different areas where I put my things, but there are a lot of times, and I hope I'm answering the right question to your question. But there's a lot of times I'll have to come over here to see if I have it already because I don't remember. Um, if it's vintage, I know I have it. If it's something new, um, like the Hot Toys, that a lot of times I can't remember the figures that I have. And that's just how it is. So, but it's really important, and I say this quite a bit. But just when you collect, you know, don't collect because it's popular. Or don't collect because you think that it's gonna become worth a lot of money. Collect it because what it does for you. And there's a time that a lot of us that are on this show tonight collect, and they've respectfully, I'm telling you, they know who they are, have lost that excitement when they get that new thing. And that's what sucks, because that's me. There's a lot of times that I'll buy something and it's like, oh, it's cool, and it's put down and it's not looked at ever again. And whether it's a $20 piece or a $2,000 piece, and it's, you know, my wife's actually there, I think, and I'm saying that respectfully because she's getting, she's trying to complete certain collections, and she's very grateful and she's very humble. It's not even on this anywhere near the level of buying that I do. So, but I'm just saying that that doesn't matter. Even if, you're buying, sticky, you know, the 80s scratch and sniffs, she loves those, she's getting those. And I think when she gets them, she's excited because she's building her scrapbook. But I think that, she'll buy like certain dolls, just to have because she wants to complete that collection. But I don't know if it really gives her that good feeling as it does, like when she got her number ones or number twos. That's she's again, I'm just saying that a lot of times we all get caught up in the this collecting. And Pete, I know he's laughing right now because I just had to say his name because we always lean on each other's shoulders because like he's screwed right now. He's in this collecting deal and certain other things are getting ready to happen where he's got to turn his focus to. Yeah, it's tough. This is a really tough thing, this collecting, and it's fun, but it's so important that you don't lose your love and the joy for what it is that you collect, whether it's baseball cards or you know bubblegum wrappers or beer cans, whatever it may be. It's so easy to get caught into the rabbit hole, So okay, my bad, Pete. I'm sorry. Um, uh, Yeah, Cylon's badass. I have a Cylon. It's there already. Um, thanks for that though. Java's okay. I'm struggling with Java. Armando. Um, Reference says so. The secret character of 80s and 90s. Could be 70s. Could be 70s and 80s. Far from. Oh, y'all want to know who this is? No, it's not Spock, Chris. Uh, Armando. That's why I'm very selective on what I add to my collection and space limitations. Yes. 100% Armando. And I respect your collecting, and I always have. I look at your Instagram posts, and I love, what I love of yours, what my favorite piece is. I hope to one day have that POP display box for figures to put in there because I remember seeing that as a kid. I remember that as a kid. I love the POP stuff, but damn, it's expensive. Yeah, that piece right there, 15 grand easy for the real. You know what I'm talking about, Armando, but I love it. Yeah. Um, you're awesome, Pete. I love you, dude. Let's see here. Hey, LGP Vintage Toys. Hey, thanks so much for joining us, buddy. It's good to see you. Appreciate that. Far from Van Damme from Bloodsport, a secret character. Oh, you're still trying to get me. Uh, Johnny's saying a show or a movie? It's a movie. Damn, you guys want to know, aren't you? But it's got to be a secret. But I will tell you this, it's a human. And I was very selective because how I feel about we've talked about it, how I feel about the humans and the faces. And, I want them to be legit, and I think Johnny Quest. That's funny. Johnny Quest would be a good movie now. So, um, anyone else? Any of you gals or dudes know what it could be? Um, Man, I'm going to say too much and I'm going to give it away, so I can't do that. But Johnny, I have him, but not lives. I have his head, but that'd be really cool though to have his whole. The only thing is with Dutch doing a whole body is he's in a what do you call that, like a tank top jacket, whatever you call those jackets. So a lot of his skin, because of his muscles and stuff, is showing, and it would be hard to create the life like I got the hands and the face sculpts. It's all legit. You know what I mean? So um, no, Clint Eastwood, no. Uh, Roy from Close Encounters, that's cool. Those are good ones, but no. Uh-uh. Um, but it's definitely uh, you guys are great. Um, because I suck at keeping secrets. You guys know that already. I'm like, I'm not going to share that. Hey, did I show you all this? So now let's talk studio scale models. Um, is there anything that's been coming out that I don't know of being released? Does anybody have any of the maquettes that shipped out? I just got word that Regal Robot shipped out my yak face. So, Pete, did you get you got the maquettes coming? Is your yak face shipped? Taxi driver, whoa, you're getting deep. No. So, it's so cool hanging out with all you guys and gals. Y'all are awesome. I wonder what y'all are all doing. Y'all, working on a model, or watching a little TV, looking over and listening at the same time. You guys are just so cool. Oh, wait. From oh, did you the okay? Wait. The Grogu. Oh, did you show the You got the like the maquette one. We had the guy that did the sculpt on that on our show. Tim Tim. I forget his name. What his name was. Um, but yeah, that's pretty cool. It's a cool little piece. That's the only maquette that I did not buy. I just wanted to stick with like the Return of the Jedi. All the maquettes that you saw across the Return of the Jedi, that table that in the making. Um, so that's cool. Armando, I do. Like if I'm home for lunch, I'll put Gunsmoke on. That's cool. You're asking those. I love westerns. Love them. Janine. Oh, you're awesome. Thank you, Janine. I can't wait to see you guys. We'll see Supermode currently. Oh, very cool. So, Supermug, where are you located? Let's see. I'm still waiting for. Yeah, don't we all want the complete set solo fit for sure? You like Rawhide, huh? Rawhide's badass. Yeah, I love it. Rawhide's really good. I hate like on Pluto and stuff when I watch the commercials. I hate the damn commercials, but it's still cool. You're in Ohio, very cool, very cool. Thanks for sharing. Oh no, Chris, Chris. You got it, Chris. You got it. So, what do you guys think about that? You got it, Chris. Damn. So, yep. Good job, buddy. Good job. Yes. Yes. Yeah, now, oh well. It's just a show, right? It's just us that are going to know. I'm not going to post any of it. So, all right, guys. So, I want y'all to see something. Now we got something to talk about. God dang it, Chris. The hell, dude. All right. So, I've been reaching out and trying to find who to deal with in regards to a costume. So Howard reached out to me. Howard is my friend who a lot of you guys know does incredible sculpts of life-size characters. One being Superman, Christopher Reeves, and I will show you guys the head sculpt because it's badass. And you guys tell me what you think. He's responsible for my Marty and some other ones, but it's pretty cool. So here it is for you guys. That's his head sculpt. It's pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see it real well. And then let's see. Um, Here's a side view, and here's a frontal. It's pretty good. Don't you think, guys? I mean, thank you. Michael Keaton Batman. I know, dude, the dark side, right? I know the Michael Keaton Batman. I know and it can be done too. But Superman's happening now. Scott's got the soundtrack going to happen within there. So dun 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 dun. You know that. Can you imagine guys hanging out in there and eating pizza and music, and then you can look up and see the character. And so this is what I wanted y'all to know. So I was talking to Howard, and I was like, okay, like so if I do this, I know we can find the proper height that Christopher Reeves was. He was muscular, but he wasn't that muscular, and I don't want to start an argument with everybody, but he is hands down my favorite Superman. Period. The last Superman that we had, badass, and they should continue to use him. I love that dude. Um, he's an incredible Superman too, but obviously, you know, Christopher Reeves is Superman, always will be. Um, but that being said, though, one of the biggest things with that is finding a legit jumpsuit for Superman. And guys and gals, it took me a little bit. You know, they were like, "Oh, look on Etsy. Look on it." No, 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 no. If you guys know something that I don't in regards to a jumpsuit, please let me know. I've reached out to this company. They're in Argentina, and the name of their company is uh, Super Costumes. And I will show you something. I don't know if I'll be able to pull it up because where I'm at, but if yeah, I don't know if I'm getting good reception where I'm at. But their costumes are legit, and they make them for Christopher Reeve. It's a Christopher Reeve. So cosplayers that want to play. Let me show you. Hang on. Hang on. Let me show you. So what awesome costumes they have. So Superman's badass. So here's the costume, the jumpsuit. That's going to be important. Finding. I mean, listen to that music. I mean, I got to hear that again. I got to hear it again. I mean, I mean, just that. So, anyways, that's where we're at. I'm waiting to hear back from them. I have no idea if this costume is 1,500 or 15 grand. So there's a lot riding on this one here. So I missed a couple of questions. Yeah, thanks for the comments. Yeah, I think he looks really good. If you do a Batman and Adam West, no, I'm not going to do that one, but respectful to him. Yes, Reeve is Superman, period. And the new Superman, that dude, I'm sorry, I can't remember his name right now. Love that dude. He would say the same thing because he's a cool ass, classy dude. Let's see. Looks great. Seems like Reeves' likeness is hard to get right, but that looks pretty close. Yeah. I mean, you can get picky all day long, right? So, but thanks for that, Comic Galaxy, for that. But yeah, it's pretty close. Thank you for that. It is, Chris. I mean, there's just something about. I mean, John Williams is the man. I mean, dun 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 dun. I mean, just the few notes that come out. It's just none of these movies would have been what they are. Can you imagine as a director like Spielberg or Lucas going in and sitting down and making this movie? You've been busting your ass out in the jungle or in the desert and doing, or on these sets in Europe, or seeing these shit everything, and then you go and you sit with this symphony and you see them playing your score. Can you imagine? You want to talk about goosebumps? It's incredible. Yeah, that's really cool. You know what? I haven't been to Six Flags since all that stuff took over. It's been a long time. A lot of you guys know how I feel about going to these damn theme parks. Screw that shit. Anyway, let's see. Armando will want to visit. You know what? That would be so awesome to have. I've never met Kevin, but I think as a person, he's just a super cool ass dude. He's an incredible storyteller, more in person behind a podium than on film. Sorry, but that's the way I feel. Superman, much better than Star Wars theme. Well, Chris, I mean, it's badass, Yeah, Henry Cavill. Yeah, that dude's awesome. And I don't know what's going on, why they're going to bring in. I don't know if they just want to change stuff up, but I think maybe it's like the Superman character. Like, I think Superman and like Thor or the Hulk, I like when they're by themselves stories, not, oh, here's this superhero and this superhero and that superhero and this superhero and who's the best superhero. I don't even watch them. I don't watch them. But the first Thor thought was badass. My favorite part of the whole movie was when Neil Diamond was playing in the background and they're all trying to get that hammer and that bed flies off the back. I mean, I love shit like that. That's hilarious. You know what I mean? The first Transformers, fantastic. It's just, there's just these superhero movies. It's not for me. So, I don't know yet, Johnny, on the bass. It's just going to be probably a standard black bass because where he's going to be displayed, you're not going to see it. So it would be cool to have him standing on some crystal shit, Yeah, we just talked about that, Armando. Somebody had just mentioned that. But yeah, so you guys know. So I'll keep you guys posted on how that's gonna come out. So still we're in the research and development side of Superman, but I wanted to have the '89 Batmobile. I was looking at if I could find one out there that was reasonable. I'd love to have that there as well. But because there's a lot of people that think that it's just going to be a Star Wars themed place, and it is not. There's some cool characters, but it's as you guys already know, there's a lot of things in there. Yes, John Williams and Ben Burt are audio geniuses. Yes, without John Williams, movies wouldn't be the same movies he did. No way. I agree 100%. Far from. And I did, guys, one of the ones, because we do have some indie stuff in there, and I did want to have um, Indiana Jones. I thought he'd be a really cool character. Unfortunately, there's just, to date, I have not seen a good Harrison sculpt. So, but I thought about, getting this sculpt and like having the head like shadowed in his face and kind of see him a little bit, but so Comic Galaxy says, I'd like to see them make a Superman movie where he's not on Earth. Dude, I mean, the name is Comic Galaxy, so you're obviously into comics, and absolutely, that would be really, really cool. Me personally, I like the original. My favorite parts of any of the Superman movies are like when Superman became Superman, like when he was a kid in high school and was running down the thing and kicking the ball and just little that stuff I loved. And like in the newer Superman, like when he's in the bar and that guy like throws that shit at him and he could just disintegrate that some bitch and goes outside and his rig is just fucking just destroyed. That was just badass. But like my favorite thing in Superman, I hated respectfully, I like Richard Pryor, but that I just didn't like those Superman. And I didn't like when Superman turned bad. I didn't like any of that shit. But I love the city stuff. When he's fighting crime in the city. You know what I mean? And a lot of that happened in the original Spider-Mans, and I loved that stuff. But to have him, go and to other planet, and I guess there'd be a little bit more involved in that, in the storytelling process of that because he was raised on Earth and stuff. So that would be kind of interesting. The story, be really interesting. Hey, I want to get some shit going tonight with you guys. And excuse my language, but this is something maybe I should have Gabe on when we talk about it. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be it for you, Mike, man. Thank you, Johnny. Means a lot, brother. Thank you. Yeah, you guys are just awesome. So, hey, y'all want to talk about like conspiracy stuff? We're not talking politics or political stuff because you guys know how south that can go. But I want to get some thoughts, and I know this is, I think, when we need to have a bunch of people on. But with just us hanging out, I just want to ask you guys, aliens. First off, how many of you guys and gals believe in aliens? I want to know. Do you believe in aliens? Do you think that they exist? Do you think that there's life, extraterrestrials, on other planets? I want to know. And after knowing that, I want to know, do you guys believe, and this is going to get real right here. This is where, Armando and a lot of people are going to be like, okay, wait a minute. I'm going to get my keyboard ready. Okay. This is stuff that we got to talk about. Okay. Let's see. All right. Johnny says I do. Super Mug, without a doubt. McFly, yep. Okay. Okay. Um, all right. All right. I've got a few of you guys. Not everyone. I want to know why. I want everybody that's even typing just to tell me yes, you believe in aliens or no, you don't. And I'm not going to ask why you don't or why you do. I just want to know. I want to know. So, um, while you guys think about that, whether or not you want to put in here, I'm curious what Pete thinks. Definitely wish Gabe was here right now. Armando, okay. Whoa. Um, I mean, it's hard to believe that we are the only intelligent life in the universe. Okay. All right. So, me and Denise brought this. I brought this up to Denise, and Denise said she didn't believe in aliens, and I was kind of shocked actually. Um, and again, we're not talking religion or anything like that either, you know. So, but I do. So maybe some of that, but the beliefs. But if you guys want to know my opinion, I I have to know that there is something else out there somewhere. Um, do I believe that any of them have landed here on Earth? I'm going to tell you guys, no, I don't. People that see, I hope we don't get off. Nobody get mad at me or anything, but these are opinions, and this is just we're talking about aliens here, not getting all weird. Um, there's just been no proof yet. I mean, look, we all know that people that work out of their houses can create some really cool shit, some cool images. Um, so that being said, do I believe that there's life out there? I do. I mean, that's me. I do think so, but I just don't think, you know. So before I go on, I'm going to read some of these things. So those James Webb's telescope shots had me thinking it was specifically impossible that there isn't at least from anywhere. Okay, far from. We can't be alone. Even pyramids. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, these are good things that are being brought up. Johnny says that he's studying in aerospace engineering. Very cool. Yeah. McFly. Then film release. Okay. But that's the problem, McFly, is nothing can ever be explained. That's the thing. And it's kind of like when Spielberg shot Close Encounters. And there were scenes in there. I saw an alien. I saw Bigfoot once. Remember? We can talk about Bigfoot next time. Now, seriously. So this is the question that I wanted to ask you guys, and this is the one that's kind of like me and my good close friend Lee that lives here in San Antonio. Not Lee Batten, another Lee. Love this guy. He's my friend, and we always have deep conversation about things, and we share a lot of things in common. You know how we grew up and stuff. And I asked him, "Do you believe?" Here we go. That we landed on the moon. Do you guys believe that we landed on the moon? Curious. Was that too deep? Is that getting deep? Do you think it was a conspiracy that we landed on the moon? I don't know. I think maybe I'm getting deep here. I'm just curious what people are saying here. Okay, Chris, you say you do. So me, Chris, we agreed so far on a lot of this stuff, on a lot of things. Um, um, oh, he is Johnny. Um, Chris and Rustin Bolts. I disagree. I don't. I don't. Steven, you're the best. No, I'm serious. Hey, Steven, I want you to answer that. Seriously. Oh, vintage collector. Man. Got some new people chiming in. Thank you for your answers to these questions. Steven, what's the matter? You scared, buddy? Come on, man. You know, come on, buddy. Um, I'm just gonna tell you guys. I okay. Wait, Janine. Okay, Janine. I'm okay. Janine says, "Why didn't we go back and land again?" I've asked that too. I think we didn't. I watched some vids. Okay. Yes, I think we did. Whoa. Thank you, Stephen or Carla. Okay. I don't think we did. I don't think we did. And the reason that I don't think that we did is kind of what Janine says is that the technology, the SpaceX, we've got some really crazy. I wonder what Elon Musk thinks about it. But so if we landed on the moon way back when I mean, the control buttons in the Millennium Falcon were better. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm getting kind of crazy, but I just I've heard that people have said that Stanley Kubrick, how do you say his name? 2001 Space Odyssey. Stanley Kubrick. I'm losing my mind. Did that, and I don't know if it's true, and I know it's conspiracy. It's like something that we will never know, but. Neil Armstrong and these guys, and I know it could be like lip syncing stuff, but they've said that it never happened. So I know this is some deep quiz. Gabe, hope you're having a good time. But let's see. Yeah, I know I've gotten deep. Think that UFOs are future military tech. Whoa, getting crazy. I believe. Okay, Armando. Yeah, it was a Cold War race, but that's what they're saying. Far from that, they wanted to be because the Russians they wanted to be the first, so they put this together. But there's just a lot of things that are really to be questioned. Um, but why? And I know that a lot of people will say, well, because we can put our money somewhere else. Well, we fly into space all the time, and we and if why wouldn't we? Because the moon's the closest, right? Wouldn't we go and practice landing on the moon so we'd have better experience landing on Mars? Huh? I mean, I'm curious. So, but me personally, after I've always never really got deep into it, and I'm not weird about it. And if somebody said no, they really, and I found out the facts that they did land on the moon, I'd be like, that's cool. But do I like right now? Do I believe it that they did? I honestly don't. You know. But look, I believe that there's aliens in another place somewhere. Do they talk like we talk, or I don't. I just don't know. But I do believe there's other places, and hopefully they're not as screwed up as us. But maybe they have collections, and what are those collections? Now we're getting crazy. All right. That's no moon. That's a space station. Yeah, I know. But anyway, I'm just telling you guys, Johnny. I don't know what happened during those 10 minutes of disconnection. What? Okay. I want to know what Comic Galaxy says. I think that we should take a trip over there. Who would be able to pull mine on people nowadays? Yeah. Super Mug. I know this far. You haven't went. And in 69, the questions and was no reason for you to continue in week. So Super Mug, that's what I hear. That's what they say. There's no reason, but just to land and with our technology now, I would think it would be so much easier to do. But back in 1969, 53 years ago, when the technology, I mean, still it's a risk flying up in the technology we have now. But to land and to have a vehicle driving around, and I just don't know. But do I think y'all are like lost your minds? No, because I don't know. But I'm just telling you my thoughts on that. So that was a fun one. Yeah, Chris, that'd be kind of cool though. You know what I mean? Why not have build a space station on the freaking moon? I mean, come on. So, but anyway, he did. Well, Rust and Bolts, you may be right. Special effects were, but when I mentioned Stanley's name, that was a time where, Space Odyssey was done, and it's pretty legit, don't you think? Think about that's all I'm gonna say. Think about that. Look at the technology when that was done, and look at what they did. So anyway, I know, Janine. I know. But happy birthday, Kate, to you. Let's see. Far from, if we can barely have good phone reception, how can they have good camera connection on the moon? See, I mean, we're back and forth on this stuff. So McFly, you should have a. That's pretty good, McFly. I know I threw some crazy things in here tonight, but I've had a really good time with y'all. We're gonna wrap this thing up here shortly, but I just wanted to say you guys have been. It's been a really, really good time hanging out with you guys. One of the funnest things in my life is knowing you guys and hanging out. So you guys are great. Gabe missed a good one. Um, what's really cool, though, is that show for yeah, you don't know. You don't know about that. Yes, Janine. So many easy explanations for both sides. That what makes the world interesting. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. That's true. That's true. But I do love moonshine. Yeah. Um. Yeah. So golly, the only thing that was missing in this party on my end was a huge glass of wine. So, um, but I just wanted to. I'm gonna let Gabe know that I'm gonna close this out. And uh, if anybody has anything that they want to ask me before we, guys, it's been 2 hours. I've been just yakking to you guys. Um, do y'all have any more questions for me? If not, we're a little over the 2 hour mark, and I was hoping Gabe would have been able to jump on towards the end and BS with us a little bit, but yeah, I agree. Far from, it's always good. It's good hanging out. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't miss this one tonight. You know what though, guys? What time is it? It's 11:04. Arby's closes at midnight. I know. I need to not be eating at midnight. I need to be losing weight. How am I going to lose weight when I'm opening up a pizza restaurant, guys? I mean, this is just. I love pizza. I love food. I'm not even a binge eater. I don't binge eat at all. But it's just comforting, right? So yeah, I've got some challenges ahead for damn sure. So, but listen, um, I've enjoyed hanging out with all of you guys. And I want to just say so much thank you for your Saturday night. And it's good we have a long weekend, so we can all just kind of chill and you know just enjoy yourself. Go cook out, go cook some hot dogs on the grill this weekend, and um, you know enjoy your family. You know, yeah. Thanks a lot, Chris. You ruined the whole damn thing, but you know what? I wanted to tell you guys, but you know, yeah, yeah. Oh man, far from. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was really nice. Thank you. Yeah, for damn sure. So listen, to all of you, love y'all so much. And when I say I love you, that it's legit. I'm not just saying that. It's real. And I just means so much to me and Gabe that you guys take these Saturday nights, to hang out with us. And today when was talking to Gabe, it's like, well, there's a lot of people that look forward to this. I don't care whether it's 3 of you guys or 40 of you. And our view counts are definitely climbing, and it's just fun content, right? Always. But it just means a lot. I know I'm getting all sappy again, like at the beginning, but it means a lot. You guys hanging out with us. So, anyways, I'm gonna go uh, chill out inside, watch maybe another uh, really good movie this weekend. Find something new that I haven't seen, and chill out. And try not to think about Arby's because it sounds so good right now. Some curly fries and 2 Arby's regular roast beef sandwiches and that sauce. Mm. All right. Love y'all. Y'all have a great night, and we'll see you guys. Gabe will be by my side, hanging out, talking with you guys, and we'll talk about some other fun things. And hopefully, I'll be able to show you guys the new Lawrence Noble bronze Yoda fountain. Stay tuned. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys in the next video. Okay. Bye bye.